Hi, Mrs. Brandon, it's Emily, and for today's video, I'm going to be teaching you the 5 types of chemical reactions and how to identify them. So, the 5 types of chemical reactions are synthesis, decomposition, combustion, double replacement, and single replacement. Synthesis is when 2 chemicals are added together to make one chemical reaction, and they are combined. Decomposition is when 2 chemicals are already combined, and they are broken apart into 2 separate chemicals. Combustion is the production of CO2 plus H2O. Double replacement is, well, you're switching different chemicals with other chemicals. You'll see when I show you examples. Single replacement is when one chemical is switched with another. So as you can see, the A is now with C and B is alone. So it was a single replacement. An example of synthesis would be sodium plus chloride equals sodium chloride. They combine to make a chemical reaction and they become combined, which becomes sodium chloride. Now is magnesium plus fluoride. Because Mg's charge is +2 and fluoride's charge is -1, you switch them around to balance them, and therefore Mg, magnesium fluoride, has a 2 at the end of it. An example of decomposition would be calcium chloride 2. In decomposition, you have to start with the final product and break it down into the 2 original products. So calcium chloride 2 is converted into calcium plus 2 chloride. Another example is aluminum 2 with oxygen 3. And that is turned back into its original form, which is 2 aluminum plus 3 oxygen. An example of single replacement would be lithium plus zinc plus, I believe, is carbon hydrogen 3 plus COO equals zinc plus lithium CH3COO. So as you can tell, zinc has been moved to be alone. And that is how you do single replacement. Now, another example is PbCO3 plus Ba transforms to BCO3 plus Pb. As you can see, Ba, I forgot the A, but Ba is now with CO3 and Pb is alone. The way that you can tell what to move and what not to move is by their charges. Now we're going to get into double replacement. Really similar to single replacement, except now you're moving 2 different chemicals. An example of double replacement would be 2Kl plus PbNO3 which is transformed to PbI2 plus 2KNO3. So what you can tell from this is that 2 numbers have been switched. The I has been put together with Pb, and the 2Kl has been combined with NO3. An example of double replacement would be this. And the reason that these specific numbers are switched over with a different element is if they are, because of their charges. So the positive charged element would be in the front. And then the negative one, or the smaller one, would be second. And so that's why these numbers are switched the way that they are. Now, an example of combustion. So in order for you to do combustion, you would need to know all these things. The charts, basically. So carbon would change to CO2, but this is only if your reactant contains any of these so that they will be switched over to this. So a lot of the time, composition deals with ending with the equation would end with CO2 plus H2O. And you need to have that to understand combustion. This is the diatomic element chart, and you're only going to be using it when any of the elements you're working with end with this. So that's how you do it. Now I'm going to show you examples of some of these chemical reactions, and you guys are going to determine what they are. So here we go. All right, now for you to identify the 5 types of chemical reactions. So I2 plus B is transformed into IB2. What we learned is that synthesis is actually the chemical reaction that causes 2 chemicals to be added together and then combined. Now, the second one, IB2 changed into I2 plus B. So it started from a chemical reaction, the final product, to the broken apart start of the equation, which means that this is decomposition. Now, the last one, calcium chloride 2, is transformed into Ca plus 2L. If you notice, these two have similarities. They both start off with the final product and then broken down into what we started with. So this as well is decomposition. Thank you guys for watching. I guess I just taught you the 5 types of chemical reactions and how to determine which ones are which.